are making a soup. I was cleaning out, trying to make room in my big freezer, and there was a ham in there that needs to be used. So we are making split pea and ham soup, all with stuff that I either already had on hand or was in my fridge. So it's working out perfect. Right here I have 4 quarts of water, and I just added in some chicken broth base because I don't have any home canned. And to that, I am adding 2 pounds of split peas. And all I did was rinse them, and I went through them. You want to make sure, oh, they're trying to rehydrate. You want to make sure you go through any kind of bean to make sure there's no rocks or debris or anything in there that you wouldn't want to eat. So get all those in, and then just to add to the flavor, we're going to put some ham hock in there. Now this, I thawed out. I always like to keep some ham hocks in my freezer just for moments like this. They're great for any type of bean soup, and they'll be delicious in this. I think I'll leave those 2, and I'll make another recipe. Those are pretty big. So these can go back in the fridge. Now, since I did thaw them out, they will have to be used in a timely manner since they were already previously frozen, thawed for the store, and then frozen again. Also, so this is going to go for, I'm going to probably do it for about 2 hours. Just because I want to make sure everything is really smooth and soft, and I'm going to puree it. Give it a nice stir. So this is on a medium-high heat just until we bring it up to a boil, and then I'll cover it and we'll let it simmer and do its thing. Okay, so I took the ham hocks out. I did not throw them away though because they are not fully done rendering their flavor, so I'm actually going to pop them in the fridge once they cool and use them for my second batch, my second double batch of the split pea and ham soup. So I took those out, I pureed it. They probably cooked for about almost 2 hours. It was just about 2 hours, so they were already pretty mushy, so it was really easy to get a really smooth finish. Now, it's not necessary to immersion blend them. You can, here lady, there you go. You can leave it with the peas intact, but I like it smooth. So to this, we are going to add 2 good-sized bay leaves. So 2 bay leaves. And then some pepper and some salt. Now the salt and pepper is just to taste. And get it out. And I'll season it more after everything's come together if needed. But since we are using ham, I am going light on the salt for right now. So to this, I am adding 2 onions. It's about 2 cups of onions, about 3 cups of carrots, and then 2 cups of ham that I just diced up. So everything is, ooh, splashed on me. Everything is diced. Into the pot it goes. Now this, I'm going to bring back up to a boil and then let it simmer for another 30 minutes. We'll taste it and then go from there. And oh, it looks so good. So good. And it already smells really good too. I love this soup. And my goal The reason I'm doing soup now in August, A, it's a cooler day, which is why I'm doing it, but I'm wanting to get the majority of my canning done summer into fall, so that fall and winter, which are my favorite times of year, I can just sit back, relax, do my crafts, and not have to worry about anything and just eat out of my pantry. So that is my goal. Some people can year-round, and actually a lot of times I do can year-round, but I'm trying, since I have very mobile children right now that need a lot of attention, I am trying to get it all done so that I can just enjoy and do fun things with them without having to worry about what's in my pantry and what do I need to get accomplished. I'm going to do it all now when it's hot, and yeah, that's my plan. So there's a little insight on what I'm doing. So you'll see a lot of canning recipes for soups and stuff because I want to get them on my shelf now so I don't have to worry about them later. So I'll bring you back in about 30 minutes. Alright, so the soup went for an additional 30 minutes, and now it is time to jar it up. I'm going to do quarts because when I open up a jar, I'll be able to eat it, and I'll be able to feed my daughters out of it. My husband won't eat this, and my son won't eat it because it's green, but it is delicious. I've already tried it, and I added a little more black pepper, but that was it. Other than that, it was perfect. And you want to fish out your bay leaves. I usually just do it as I'm ladling. And of course, there's only 2 in there. So, let me make sure you can see. Yes. So get all this goodness into our jars. An inch of headspace. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm making a mess everywhere. Now, if you were to do this and it be too thick, it does say to add additional water, but this is not thick at all. This is beautiful. Doesn't need anything. And then I am going to debubble, although you could probably get away with not debubbling. I'm just doing it just to be on the safe side. But you do want to get that inch of headspace right. Where's my debubbler? Just give it a swirl in there. Baby wants more candy. Well, candy for them. It's not real candy. They just think it's candy. That's what I did with my son too. I always called things candy and candy bars, but it never was. But they didn't want to eat junk food. Okay. So wipe the rim of your jar. And then a lid. And I had mine in hot water just because they are the off-brand. And then look at that. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, it's hot. But look at that. Look, look, look. So it is going to go sit in my canner and wait while I do the rest of these jars. Here, baby. While I do the rest of these jars. And it is going to go again for 90 minutes, hour and a half. And yeah. And then we'll just let it come off the pressure, and I will show you the end result and how many jars we got for a double batch. So I'll see you soon. Alright, so here is, come here. Alright, so here is the finished product, and headspace looks good, just a slight siphoning, and they smell amazing. And there was a little bit left, like half a cup, ooh, ping, and I was able to have a little bit for lunch. So delicious. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.